Hi everyone, I'm Cindy Walter, and today I have with me Ann Barrante. And you all know her. Anyone that is watching this video is in our Crystal Executive Group, so you know her through all of the contributions she gives us through HHP and these 30-day challenges. We're now kicking off our summer Shape Up challenge. So you all know her and love her, and today I asked her if I could interview her. She's been doing all these interviews on her groups, but I wanted to interview her from the business side of things. And what she just did was amazing. So what the Crystal Reset did was offer people who may have missed it the first time around and missed their deadlines a second chance, or for some people a third or fourth chance. And for those of us that had already hit executive, we were offered the same opportunity. And Anna was one of the few who hit Crystal Director and got another $750 bonus. So congratulations, Ann. Thank you for being here today. And what I'd like you to just start off with is, what drove you to want to get 6 new consultants and hit the director bonus for the second time?
Well, there's a couple answers, but honestly, I love incentives, and I'm motivated by a challenge. And it wasn't really in my radar in the beginning. I think it's a great incentive. And I realized, you know what, I can do this. And when I put my mind to something, I said, hey, and I just reached out, and the 750 was a great motivation for me. And I bought my husband a new computer. So that was really what I decided I wanted to do. So I had a goal in mind.
That's
awesome.
I
decided to make it happen.
That's awesome. And what I'd like people to share, you came to Isagenix for the business or the products? What brought you here?
Cindy, I came here solely for the products.
Yep.
However, Susan, who is my sponsor, Susan Wheeler, who we all love, she was very smart to just drip on me the potential of the business and really just came to me with a pure heart saying, this is a great opportunity. And I thought, thank you, period.
Mm-hmm. We all knew otherwise because you had some network marketing experience with another wonderful company that you've been with for how many years?
I think it's 8 years now.
Okay. And so we knew you had the experience, and we knew you knew what a comp plan looked like. So we knew once you saw what this company had to offer, you'd be pretty excited about it. And we were right.
You were right.
Yes. We were right. Okay, so what I'd like to do is have you just share what are some of the daily habits, the things that you knew you had to do each day in order to hit this goal. Because, quite honestly, these people that are watching the video now are going for executive. So people that are watching this have anywhere from 10 consultants to get in 2 months to some just have 1 or 2. So some have a long way to go, and some have, just a few consultants to wrap up. So how did you create 6 new consultants? Because you'd already created 10. So you had to do 6 brand new ones.
Correct. So honestly, and I'm a firm believer, and so taking Isagenix out of the picture and just in life, if we're going from point A to point B, we need to know where our destination is, and we need to have a map, or we need to know our route. And so just like in business, you need to know where you're headed. So when I decided that, I think I'm going to do this, not I think, I'm going to do this. Let's remove that word think. I plotted it out. And I also plotted it out really for my team. So I'm looking for my piece of paper here, but I really believe in visualization. And so I really got serious and intentional. I went into my back office. I looked at everyone that had been ordering that perhaps wasn't ordering. I looked at people that have enrolled 1 person. I just decided to be intentional, and I worked individually with those people. I created 5 consultants in 1 week. Because you know what? I don't have time to mess around. I want to be outside. I'm in my bathing suit. Come on, I want to be outside. I like to use my time effectively. And that's been a learning process for me. So I just got busy, and I really, I gave people an incentive, and you know what? They didn't reach that. So I originally went to 8 people who all had 1 person enrolled. I don't think you're aware of this. And I said, if you enroll another person, and we can promote you to consultant, I'm going for a goal, I will share part of my bonus with you. And I was going to draw for a $100 winner out of the 8. And I said, 6 of you have to achieve it. And they did not. They achieved it a little bit differently. Sometimes with my assistance, I did break 1 order of Ice of Delights and help somebody out there. And so it didn't really happen how I first envisioned it. So I recreated another way. Basically, I went to everybody and said, this is your auto ship. You love the program. Is that correct? Yes. What are you planning on ordering next month? a 30-day. Would you be open to breaking that in half? We can enroll your husband, or do you know somebody? And it just got wheels turning. Those people who have now been created as a consultant, I would say 3 of them already have found somebody else to enroll. So it got them excited. They show them the money. This is a business thing. You know what? I love the program. I love the compensation as well.
Yeah, yeah. A couple of things you said there that I think were key. You kind of had a plan B. So sometimes plan A doesn't work. You have to have a backup plan.
Absolutely.
If you have the mindset that I will achieve this, I'm committed to achieving it. You have your plan A, plan B. Very good. Scribbles all over it.
Circles all over it. Once they achieve color coded, I know people in the corner you guys can't see, people in the corner who are potentials, you know, it's all written for only me to understand. This is so important. And when I went for Crystal Executive the first time, same thing. And it became stream. It was like pages and pages. And don't write in pen, people, write in pencil. And just final hour, that last person's going to say, I changed my mind. So you have to have a plan B and a plan C. And
right.
Definitely.
And the other thing that you said that I oh gosh, now I'm going to lose my train of thought. Oh, you created 5 consultants in 1 week. So I think that's going to give everyone some hope who's watching this video that they have more than 1 week to hit this. They have almost 8 weeks. This is almost a 2-month deal now to get to July 13th. So creating consultants, you can, if you see someone is ordering more than 100 BV, you can have them break up their orders like you said. That's a really great tip. What other tips? Do you do launch parties? What other tips can you share with everyone on how to get people to consultant?
Yes, I'm going to have a coughing attack. Absolutely. So you know what? And I'm going to be really real here. As you know, I am in the beginning. I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking, buy your products and enjoy them. Don't talk about the money or the compensation. Oh my God. Now I'm like, listen. So right off the bat, my posture has changed. And I say to people, and you guys all know me that are watching this, you can drink your shake in the closet if you want, and I'm okay with that. However, I feel obligated to let you know that you can get your products for free, and it's really not that hard. And they look, and whether they say great or no, whatever, I just say 2 or 3 sentences that has made a huge difference. And it's not uncomfortable because I know that these products change lives, and I know that they're going to love it, and I want them to stay on it and feel like I do. So if I can help offset that cost, sister, I'm going to preach it until people like slam the door in my face, and I'm going to knock and say, no, listen. So really, it's just creating that initial conversation and being excited about it, right? You know how far I've come, Cindy.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was just going to say. Your belief, you always believed. You would never have tried these products if you didn't believe they could work. But your belief is so strong now. And I hear that when you just shared. Anyone listening to you, even if they don't want to do the business, they're going to get excited about at least getting a discount on their products or getting their products paid for because your belief is so high. And I think that's important for people to know. You know, it's so important what our mindset is. And if our belief is over the charts like yours is, then it's so much easier to do this. It's not difficult.
It isn't difficult. And that's the thing that I wish I could. It's a process. So wherever people are and you're listening, you're like, oh, I'm not there yet. That's okay. You know, call me up and I could tell you all about my pity parties. But where I am now is I'm really excited. I'm really passionate. And there's a growth curve. So for this, don't feel, and I'm just going to keep it, don't feel guilty that you're earning a bonus, okay? The first time around when I hit all these bonuses, I don't know if you know, Cindy, I kind of felt, I don't want to say guilty, but I felt so blessed. I gave my bonus away. I just, you know, and that's okay. And I have come to the conclusion that, you know what, this is my business. I am proud to earn an income. I work very hard and I love the program. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, oh my gosh, like, and just one day at a time. That's what can you do today? What am I going to do today? Well, that one said no, but don't think about yesterday. What will I do today? What can I do today to move myself forward and my business forward and my health forward?
Yep. And I've noticed a huge shift in you also. So what I'd like you to share with everyone is, you know, coming from where you were maybe 2 years ago to where you are today, what did you, I know a lot of personal growth. I know you've been coaching with, we share the same business coach, Jeffrey Combs. But what have you had to shift and how have you had to change to get your mindset where it is today? And also, because of your mind shift, your business is growing more. You're having a lot more success. You're not having the woo. I mean, you still get those. This is an industry where you'll have high days and you'll have low days, but you don't stay stuck if you have a bad day. It's not a bad day. It's a bad moment and you get over it. What shifted for you?
Well, my belief, however, breaking that down and keeping it real, when I left my job, I really was in a state of worry and anxiety, and I didn't believe in myself. So Cindy can do this, and Susan can do this, and other leaders can do this, but I can't do this. And it became a cycle of, I will be real, worry. I was worried. I was anxious. I was not in my power. I was thinking more of what I didn't do right or I could do better instead of celebrating what can I do today. So that has been my biggest shift. And I also have embraced this as my business now and my mindset. I love our team. So I have a purpose. I have a passion. I love supporting everybody, and it's what can I do today? So that's been a huge shift for me. And I have worked on my mindset, as you know, for 2 years. You've been in this industry for a very long time. So you've been able to grow. And I said to somebody yesterday, I have my bachelor's of science in isogenics now, because I have been in the company for 4 years. So I now have a bachelor. So that's why for me, my belief is where it is now. Somebody could come in and do the accelerated program. They could slam it in, 6 months or 3 months, and somebody might take 10 years, but it's just growing consistently and plugging into people like yourself and me, and wherever you can get your bucket filled. We plug in our cell phones. We have to plug in too if we really want this.
Yep. And I think don't compare yourself to other people. So many people do that. They see someone else growing quicker, someone else achieving a rank quicker, and they feel so self-defeated because of it. And instead of letting that inspire them and motivate them, it sends them on this downward spiral. And that I really think is a shame. And I hate to see people do that because there is no overnight success. I remember when Lynn Hagedorn came here and she hit millionaire status in 14 months, and everyone thought she was an overnight success till they got to know her and hear her story and know she spent many years learning network marketing, many years in personal development, learning the skills, and a lot of hours working and a lot of phone calls. So I don't really believe in an overnight success. I don't. I think people do it faster than others. And, it may be happening faster for me here, but I have had 20 years in the field doing home parties. So this might be happening a little bit faster, but it's because of all the skills and knowledge that I gained prior to this. So, I just had to say the comparison thing because I don't want people comparing.
No, and I totally, look, I could compare as well. I've been in this company almost as long as you and Susan. Okay. We won't even go about paychecks, people, but I celebrate you and I love it. And it's like, ooh, I get all emotional, and wherever I'm headed in this journey, I love and I'm blessed and I'm grateful for where I get emotional where I am today.
Yeah, and I think that's another key thing that I've noticed in you is even when you've had those bad weeks or maybe even a whole bad month, you have always been grateful for every cycle. And I think that's another thing people need to understand is be grateful for every cycle. We all started with one. We all did. And it's being grateful. You will receive more if you're grateful with what you have.
And I sincerely am. I really am. And this is a mind shift. If mindset is so important. Yes, you have to know how to connect and to follow up and have a skill set and a plan and whatever. But really, it's authentically just leading with your heart and having a strong mind that is connected to that heart that really will lead you to success. And you totally can do this executive. I did executive when I made the statement. It was in November, and I had till December, I believe it was the 11th to finish. And my birthday's December 1st. And so the first time around, I got on this going. I hit director and I kept on going and I got to executive. So for anybody that's listening, once you start with that momentum, write it out. Like tell your family, listen, I'm doing this. It could be a week or a month. I'm going to be really committed and intentional with this. So, talk to me later. Yeah. And make a prize or a reward again for your family. That's one nugget I've learned from I don't know what leader is. I had not been doing that. So my husband's like, you're going to buy me a computer? I said, yep, I'm going to earn this today and I'm going to buy it tomorrow. And he was like, wow. He's like, yeah, isogenic. So I've learned to really make my family part of the reward process.
That's great. Yeah. And you can put on your list, maybe a smartphone down the road. Just kidding. Okay. So last yeah.
Free vitamins.
Free vitamins and a smartphone.
Right.
Last thing I want you to share is any of your top tips. What can you share, things that have worked well for you that can help everyone watching this?
Okay. And this would be one of my tips that's worked for me. So Cindy, I reached out to you 3 or 4 months ago with some organizational questions, because as you grow, you need to be organized. And so be organized today, get a method in place today. And really, this marker is my friend because I do what Cindy does. I color code in a book. I believe in writing things down. But the other thing that's really assisted me is I support and reach down to everyone. So I have someone that's a consultant, and I'll call this person a paper consultant. Perhaps they're really not engaged like I am. I support their people. I reach out to their people. I text them. I Facebook message them. Hi, I'm Ann. You may or may not know me. I see you got started with Cindy. Just saying that I'm here to support you if you have any questions. Would it be okay if I check back with you in a week? I always ask for permission. And then every single person has a form. Every single person. And it says, don't ask me to upload it. I could take a picture. I don't know how to upload it.
I was going to say, oh, gotta share that.
But it's their name, their address, if I have it, their email, the date they were added to HHP. It's like a one-page cover letter. Their start date, what they started with, their auto ship if they're mine, their goals, and it just goes through all these different things. And then I have a place for notes, and that every single person gets one. Every single person gets one that I speak to. And that has helped me. They go in a book, and then they go on my calendar like you had shared with me on random dates. And when I connect with them, I check it, and then I put their name in maybe 2 or 3 weeks later so that I'm mindful to connect with everybody. And a connect can simply be, hey, how are you doing today? It doesn't have to be an hour. You can do this in the pockets of your life. When I started, I was working 4 or 5 days a week, like straight. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever it was, 10, 12-hour days. Intentionally had a check-in call with somebody that was awake when I was, 6:45 in the morning, 6:30. Intentionally my break, 9 o'clock. Intentionally my lunch, I would say I can call it between 12 and 1. Intentionally when I got out of work, I would gauge 3:30 to 4, give them a window, and then intentionally 7 to 8 at night. And that is how I did it.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I just appreciate you being with us today, and how great we can work from the comforts of our home in ball caps without a shower, bathing suits, come on. This is why we love what we do.
I do love it. Absolutely. It's definitely a gift. So guys, if you're listening and you're motivated, just keep going. It's been a life-changing experience for me. I'm now definitely unemployable. And I remember I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I love the business model. I love our team. I love reaching people all around the world, and it's possible for Cindy, it's possible for me, and it's possible for you as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And guys, we want to see you hit this. No money left on the table. Set, $1,000 plus however many hundreds you need to get to. There you go. To get to executive.
You got to be on the executive train.
So we'll see you at the end. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks, Ann, for sharing.
My pleasure, Cindy. Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys.